Nice jam, fellas.
Still in tune.
Are you still in tune?
Good evening.
Good evening. It's been a while.
No feedback?
I think it's because we moved Elvis. I just got the chills.
Well, that's because the air conditioner just kicked
that
on.
was awesome. When did you decide to do that?
What were you doing? Did you get creative?
That's called improvising, and
Improvisation.
yeah, it just happens sometimes.
Oh my gosh, you guys! What's been going on?
Live?
I don't even know if we're live yet.
Dude,
See my glasses.
Those were a couple of good ditties.
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah. It's been a minute since we've done this.
Those will keep us.
Keeper.
I think my guitar was off.
Seriously?
No.
Oh, God. I doubt it.
I think you were
It was
off.
that loud. I don't know.
Well, we got
Oh.
check-ins that confirm that.
Yeah,
we're-
we've got Carlos. He's never playing baseball anymore.
Yeah,
Doesn't
he-
want to be here anymore.
He lied. He said he had softball, but he doesn't, and he
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's all right.
sits there and stalks us.
We get it.
I think
He's in a relationship that know what?
Carlos,
I think he just has soft.
What happened to our fan? Man?
Carlos, I got plans for you this weekend, buddy.
He's always got plans for it. How you guys been, man? What's been going on? Man, we've been out of commission for 2 weeks, I think, right?
I had Thanksgiving.
Yeah, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was nice.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Well, I had family in from out of town. That
Where from? Rubidoux?
Yeah, from out of town was actually out of state, but my ex-father-in-law passed away, so there was a memorial service for him last Monday, and this past Monday, and so my kids from Alabama came in.
Stace,
Yep, Stacy,
Marley Jean,
and Jimmy, and Marley
Mr. Jim.
Nice.
So we got to spend some time with them a little bit because they're, they got married back there in July,
Yeah.
and a lot of people here didn't go to the wedding, so they wanted to see him, hadn't seen him for a while.
Yeah, yeah. Where in Tennessee are they from? Did I say that right? Was it Kansas or Tennessee?
Bama.
Alabama?
It's east
Rolled-
of the Mississippi, and it's a long
It's
way.
a long, long way the other side.
It's called Memphis, Tennessee, Alabama.
Oh, Memphis.
Yeah, they're from.
Hey, is anybody else hot right now? Or is it just me? Am I having hot flashes? Where's our fan? Fan got lost.
We moved the fan.
You need
Yeah,
to
that's
take your
right.
one a day.
Oh my gosh, I've got menopause.
I
already.
don't-
No, it's Huntsville, Alabama.
Huntsville,
You
yeah.
have menopause, by the way.
Menopause, yeah.
Man, yeah.
How long have they lived there for? And why did they move? Is it work related?
No, they both kind of took their jobs with them.
Very nice.
No, I heard they moved because California was too racist
Well,
for them.
they wanted to.
So they moved to Alabama.
They wanted to
Yeah.
afford a house. So they went
Monty
there
had to
and bought
throw a
house.
bid in really quick.
I'm sorry,
when
it's
it
been
did
2
the family.
weeks.
Look at you. Monty's all
Right.
built up.
Send your cards and letters to
Yeah.
Caps.
Caps, Montrose caps.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Monty, what did you do for thanks?
We just hung out with the folks. Went over and Ukaipa was snowing. There was snow in Ukaipa.
No kidding.
It was that low. Yeah. It looked like the
Wow.
Midwest driving through Ukaipa.
Wow, yeah.
Snow on the roofs and on
Did
the
you guys
grass.
just do the food thing and then gel out
Just
on
a
the
food
couch?
thing and came home and comatose.
Are you the old guy that undoes his belt and watches TV and lets the fat all roll out everywhere?
Usually it's the stretchy pants. You put on stretchy pants.
The
But-
ones with the
but,
little
this
belly
year-
holder in it.
No, we held off. I didn't gorge
I'm
this year.
quickly running from the mental image, and it caught up with me.
It caught up with you. Is that what you do, Doug? I could see Doug doing that.
With stretchy pants? No.
No, the one belt bloop off in your.
No, Doug
Just-
Doug just wears a towel
It's not
to
true.
dinner.
I wear chaps.
Here we go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, my
Dude, that could be your Christmas card. You looking
be.
back at the camera like
Oh,
this.
I would do that. I'll do a David Lee Roth, but put his
Oh,
face on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Boy, this number 36 is starting.
So what are you all thankful
starting
for?
in the gutter.
What were you all thankful for the whole year? Starting with Doug, and if anybody else has
Wow.
got anybody thankful for what you were, there's so many things I am for.
You know, I didn't study
You didn't study?
before this test.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just give me one. I mean, is one hard, Monty? You've got time to think about it. You
Yeah,
wanna spit
man. I
one
know.
out?
I'm thankful for God.
There's many blessings.
Yeah, yeah.
God
absolutely.
and our man Jesus
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Holy Spirit and
Yeah,
the cross and family and this right here in this room jamming with you guys
Yeah.
is a huge blessing. I love this. This is just helps fill my cup.
Yeah. How
every
about you?
week.
How about you, Doug Barnes? Same thing.
Gosh, you know, I should have studied.
I'm
serious.
Yeah. Well, I just want to let you guys know that for you guys, I'm so thankful to have you in my life. You know,
Well, thanks.
being
Punk.
emotional,
That's-
but
yeah, that's nice. Thank
I
you.
really am. You
Punk,
know?
we love
I
you. You're,
mean, this
you're,
year
you're
was,
our blood brother, man. Forever.
This year was heavy, you know,
Yeah.
for the son and I, but you guys brought me through to the other side.
Hey,
and I
it wasn't
appreciate
us,
it.
brother.
No,
It
I
wasn't us.
understand.
You know that.
But you're here as his servant, and
Absolutely.
you helped me through it, so I appreciate it, and thank you very
Sure.
much.
The
Try
hell-
not to get emotional every time I think about it, but
Yeah.
I do. But
The,
thank
the
you
hell
very
ain't
much.
stopping, dude. It's not
No,
gonna
I
stop.
know.
It will continue.
But as you guys all know, none of us are druggers. None of us are alcoholicers. Is that what you call them, alcoholicers? And so
Doug abuses Diet Coke.
we have to use what we have in front of us as our vice. And when we're worried about it, I go to my friends, which are you two, and my drum set, which is my other friend that actually really helps me out.
Sure.
And it's been great this year for music as far as us developing some new songs and doing great things. And I was thinking the other night, we're so lucky to be able to still play. Not great, but we're still there. You know what I mean? We're doing our best and still writing.
That's
great
subjective.
stuff.
That's very. It depends on who's listening, dude.
Yeah.
And we're thankful for all these people that
Yeah,
have nothing
yeah.
better to do on a Thursday night than to come hang out
I'm
with
glad
us.
they don't.
And I am thankful for them.
And we do appreciate that. Absolutely.
What are they going to watch? CNN?
No, there's Thursday night football, but don't tell them.
Okay.
Oh, is there really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
who's
sir.
playing? Well, so that aside, thank you guys. I appreciate it for this year. And
Love you, brother.
want you guys all to have a great Christmas. Everybody online, have a great Christmas. Sorry about what went down. We had bad technical problems the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We're just still working out the bugs again. Something came in,
Yeah, we're
and
barely able to figure it out with the funds that had been donated so far.
a penny or two.
Yeah, we had to fight with YouTube people.
Yeah,
You got to see the other guys.
but it's great, and thank God. And here's a real quick topic of things for us to talk about would be the Moreno deal with the Anaheim Angels.
They're staying. They got 50-year deal.
What are you doing with that product placement there?
Or 30-year deal.
That Diet Coke
Yeah,
can
I
up
wish.
Yeah, I think Jeff texted me and said they're in Anaheim till 2050.
That's right. Yeah, my kid told me, so I was like
there. I
surprised.
don't think I'll be
didn't
seeing
know.
a game at 90.
We probably won't
but
be watching the games. We'll be checked out by then. But
Well, it was amazing that they 400 million. Is that what they it was in that neighborhood? But I thought that place would be way more money.
I don't know, man. I know Jeff said something about they want to rebuild. They do a new stadium.
Who bought it?
Moreno. I guess
Moreno
Moreno
bought
has
the
something.
stadium.
has-
He must
Well,
be
it's
laying
Anaheim.
bags.
Yeah.
But I think he's still got to use Angels of Anaheim.
Well, yeah, I think that's always been part of the.
Yeah. But
The name.
and I understand he wants the LA market. He wants to be an LA team, like the Clippers did, and Chargers followed suit. And,
Yeah.
But Orange County alone can support the Angels.
Yeah.
Period. You don't Riverside County and
Well,
Orange
it's
County
like
Yeah.
can
the New York
support the
Giants
Angels.
playing in New Jersey. It's one of those things.
Yeah. New York Football Giants.
Yeah,
playing
but
in Jersey.
why would you embarrass us by saying Los Angeles in the name when you're nowhere near it?
Well, they originally were the LA Stars or something like that, or they were in the I don't know.
They played in L.A., right?
They
The
were in
first.
LA before
Yeah.
the Dodgers showed up.
Oh,
The
is that
Dodgers
right?
came in '58.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
The Angels were already in California, but they weren't. I don't think they were.
They were playing in the Coliseum, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they were made it to the show team. I think they were more like a AAA or something.
How about
like that.
Major Baseball talking about dumping the minor leagues?
No.
What?
Yeah, there was some
they said?
I didn't hear
some
that.
scuttlebutt
man.
about that they were just
Just recruit out of college.
yeah.
And no.
Wouldn't that be tough?
So no farm system.
Yeah, that's
How would they work that in?
and I don't
That'd be
even know
crazy.
where that came
Wow.
from. I just read something about it and how people's reaction to just the idea. I don't know if they're acting on it or discussing it, but it came up somehow and
That's because the 02 Angels won the championship on the farm system.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean
That's
those
how they
guys-
won the World
yeah.
Series that year
And
because of their
as a
farm
wild
club.
card.
As a wild card and their farm club, they brought Lackey up. They brought Frankie
Oh,
up.
Great team.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I mean, so that would be
Forget
sad.
about it. Are you kidding
Forget
me?
about
Forget
that.
about it.
Yeah.
It is, tell them it is what it is.
It's what
It is what it is.
It's what it is.
So let's talk about what I did on Thanksgiving. Forgot to go
Feelings.
back to that. Was
Yes, sir.
What'd you do, Punk? On Thanksgiving?
Zach and I went and saw The Irishman.
right on.
Yeah, that was the day before the Netflix deal. Did you see it?
Yeah.
And what did you think?
Um,
Give me your honest opinion. 100%. Where you were waiting for it for
I
years.
I read the book,
Right.
which was I Heard You Paint Houses.
And what does that mean exactly?
That's it's
code.
code for shooting a guy in the back of the head when he walks in the door of a house. That's for a meet. They're going to go for a meet. He walks in, the door opens, he goes in, and there's plastic on the floor, and it's like, oh no.
Pesci and Goodfellas.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because the guy was putting down tile or whatever. He's putting down that fake tile down
Yeah.
the ground.
So allegedly, Frank Sheeran, who the movie's about,
Right.
Claims to have shot Jimmy Hoffa, killed him, and then
Did he ever
helped dispose of him.
Do you think the idea of him being cremated was accurate?
I think it's plausible because they're talking about you'll never find the body, so it ain't buried anywhere. Every place they've looked, they haven't found him. But I think he was cremated in
Did they not dig up like New York Stadium a while back
Giant
because
Stadium,
they
they said he
thought
was
he was
in,
at the?
No, that's just the rumor that he's there, but they've dug up other places.
One of the pillars or something. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But anyway, it's a pretty decent movie with those guys, and Scorsese directing it. It was fun to see those guys together again, and the way that they de-aged them cinematically was pretty cool.
Yeah, a little disturbing on that end of it. They CGI'd their faces is how they did that, and it was just on the big screen. It's a little funky. I
Was
mean,
it? Okay.
it's done well.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look right. You know what I mean? Like De Niro's eyes are too close together. It's just weird looking. I mean, but other than that, it was a good movie. I could see where it was like it should have been a sectional movie where an hour at a time kind of thing. Did you just drop your pick?
Yeah, I'm.
Oh
just
no! Okay, everybody, just wait.
No,
We're gonna have to pick him up and do CPR on the poor guy.
You guys just continue. I'll be right back.
Punk, what podcast was he bending over getting his pick? And Doug, I think you were having issues with your back that day. It took you like
what day do I not have issues?
But it took the better half of the podcast for you to get back up. And Punk looks over.
Getting down's easy. It's the getting back up.
You look
part.
over and you go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Picking up my pick,
clawing my way back."
He had to let me know though that he was picking up his pick there in case he went down for the.
No. I should have just walked over. And
Oh my
picked it up
God!
for him, man.
Let's see who's
on tonight.
online. Oh my God! Ruben Gonzalez, how you doing? Buddy?
Let's see who's online and let's see who just left because of all that
Oh my
nonsense.
gosh!
Ruben.
Renee M. Payne, great female motocrosser back in the day.
Really?
Renee
We got a
Payne?
female
Yeah.
motocrosser watching?
Back in the day.
Wait, related to Lori?
Maybe. I don't know. I think it's different. I think it's
Okay.
different. Yeah, but real good riders. Well, I think they still have a women's class. They go out at Glen Helen and rock
Oh,
and
right
roll
on,
the track there, and they still ride like they were. Coming from a guy who's afraid
Haley-
of everything motorized except for a car.
Haley Rogers was racing for a while.
Oh, is that
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
just
is daughter.
recently,
Just
so-
recently.
Yeah, because she's 26 now.
Now is he still
Trucker Dave.
Is he still trucker or biker Dave? Does he still biking?
Well,
He's both.
He's Missouri Dave now.
Missouri Dave. David Castle online.
Castle's back
Yeah.
on, brother.
Casey Browning Manchester, that's Mark Manchester, lead singer of the Trek I used to be in years ago, and he went on to other things, and his kid. So here's a great story about Mark Manchester. I film bands, right? So I would go into this little tiny club in Fullerton to film bands. I don't know who's playing. And I go, and I'm asking everybody, is it okay if I film you? And they're like, yeah, I'm okay. One of the kids was Mark Manchester's kid playing, which was...
Yeah, he was Mark there.
Mark was there, and we freaked
So-
out. We hadn't seen each other in 30 years or something. We were
man.
just tripping out. But
Long time.
good to see him. Good to see them still online. And who else we got? Doug Jawowski.
Doug Jazowski.
Jazowski.
I worked with him over in Tustin.
He says, my brother Doug.
He's a Ford dude.
yeah.
And he's got a great first name. Well, that's actually
I
his
couldn't
second
even
name, but I'm
pronounce
not
it.
saying anything about
And
that.
Cheryl's still on. She says, it sounds good so far.
Miss
Whatever that
Cheryl.
means.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Miss Cheryl. We
Thank
love
you,
you.
Miss Cheryl. Chip is on. Chip is great. He's in a band called Dirty Hammer, punk band from Huntington Beach.
Right on.
Dead Huntington Beach. Those guys, the hardcore.
Man, Huntington Beach pumps out the punk bands, don't they?
And they're good. These guys
Yeah.
are like old school, 70s, 80s punk, where it's
Right
got
on.
some heaviness
Are they
to
play
it.
anywhere? Are they, that we can see
Chip,
them?
if you're still online, let us know where you're playing soon. It'd
Yeah.
be great to watch. He's a really good lead singer and a real good band. They have really good players. His brothers in the band, they fight and stuff. It's good. So Doug, your buddy Doug Jazowski, is that how you say it?
Jazowski.
Jazowski. How about a dedication to Tim O'Connell?
Oh, sure. We'll do the next one for Tim O.
Tim O. Who's Tim O?
Memorial service I went to a couple weeks ago.
Oh, shout
He
out.
was
Absolutely.
a buddy
Absolutely.
of ours from working together in Tustin.
And Michelle Edwards, a friend of ours from. It's so funny. I've been looking at I'm trying to find pictures of us when we were younger, because my hair looks so cute, and
It looks the same as it did.
We all had what do they call that? Party in the front and party in the back.
Mullet.
Yeah, mullets.
Oh no,
And,
I didn't have.
Doug
one of
never
those.
had the mullet.
It's funny how long I've known some of these folks. I'm looking through photos. I'm going, oh my God, there's Michelle. Oh my
Doug
God,
stayed
there's
with the
it.
David Cassidy look for a long time.
So good to see all you guys. Sorry, we haven't been on for a minute, and like you're really missing us, but we're back.
A couple weeks. Yeah, I missed us.
I missed them.
We were actually still here. We just couldn't get the product up to spec.
Yeah,
And
we're
so
working on it still.
We didn't want to put a
Hopefully
bunch
it sounds
of buzz
good.
out there for you. So
Yeah. So what else is going on? Did we do any sound, or did we have any
No.
music things going on? And are we still having rehearsals here? Can people come and rehearse here? Why don't we talk about that a little bit?
yeah, we've got plenty of space to have bands come down and rehearse. So you don't have to spend $25 an hour anyplace else. You can come down here and spend $15 an hour, and we'll put vocals in it for you.
Yeah, I was looking at a place today that everything, they rent everything from the microphones to the drums per hour to the
Wow.
guitars per hour to the PA
we got a
hour.
back line. We got drums and a bass and guitar amp if you want to just use our stuff so you can travel light.
Yeah. If you guys need to rehearse and you're a band, come on down, Soul Shaker Garage. Contact Doug at, I always forget your email.
Well, you can
Soul
just,
Shaker Garage.
You can just message me on Facebook.
Message us if you want to
Or
do it.
message us on here. I'd like to see somebody on here go say,
Yeah, the beauty thing with our
I
price,
need
you
rental
get
space.
Yeah, you get the whole thing, right? If you need this, we got it, right? You need that. I think when you rent from some of those other places, the base price is just the square box you're sitting in, right?
And you got to rent by the kilowatt.
Kilowatts. So there you go.
And there's not cool decorations.
You did
At
the
those-
cool decorations.
No, at those other places. There's
Oh yeah,
like we have it here.
Yeah, we're all cool. Have we done sound? When was the last time we did sound? We also offer sound.
I think we did at Bobby V's the last time we did something.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna be going live here, venue here, pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to Gallagher's.
Yeah. Let's go talk to some people and get people rocking. I would still like to get that warehouse taken care of so we could do the Soul Shaker Garage weekends here.
Okay.
Let's work on that. I noticed it's slowly going away. What does that mean? What's your mom
that
got
means
going?
I got plans for Carlos this weekend. Is what that means.
Yeah, exactly. What? How much stuff is in the house? Right? Can she even move through the
There's
furniture?
room. There's a little bit of room right now.
Is there?
Yeah, but it'll be taken up quickly with a couple of pieces. So.
Oh yeah. You said there's bookshelves going and a couple other things.
And 2 other units. Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we get Mr. Jenga in there to organize, we'd be okay, right?
Yeah, but if anybody has a free pallet rack,
anybody.
I'm looking for that.
Yeah.
If you want to just bring one and we won't ask any questions where you got it, just drop it off out in the back there. Forget about it.
Yeah. Forget about it. Okay, you guys want to jam another one out? Let's do it. Let's rock and roll.
We're gonna jam.
What are we gonna jam?
I don't know. What do you feel like doing? What we did 2 originals. We did original Black Knight. What would you like to play?
I think we do The Calling by Doug.
You want to do it? Are you not feeling confident about that? What's up?
No, I'm all right with it.
You pick it, Doug.
All right, this is for Tim O'Connell. We're gonna do
How does this one start again? I forget.
Bada-bada.
It sounds like Sledgehammer. Is that how that starts?
Sounds like my guitar's gonna scream.
Show me how it goes again, just so I know. Oh, that's right. Do I count with my sticks or with the hi-hat? Okay. Let's try it. Sorry, folks. It's been a minute.
It's on 3.
Okay.
Stars that fall from heaven, leading
to stop it quick.
Sorry, fellas.
Were you out of tune?
I never touched it.
What?
Unless I banged it on something.
What?
Something. It was out. My E was
I
out.
couldn't hear anything anyway.
I can't hear anything
Mark
anyway.
heard it. Because I was waiting for the break so I could boop, boop, boop.
Boop,
Okay.
boo. Todd, who's that? We got Luke and Todd Fitchin. You remember Todd Fitchin from back in the day? Do you remember Todd Fitchin? His kid plays punter, kicker in one of the major colleges around
really?
town. Yeah, I'm not sure which one.
Fun.
Todd, let us know when you get a
Special
chance.
teams, like it.
Special teams. How do you guys like football this year? Who's your favorite team so far? You guys are into it or not?
I watch.
I like.
You watch? Yeah, who do watch? What team? What team?
I like the local Rammies.
Yeah, when's the Raiders move back to or go to
Las Vegas.
Vegas?
Pretty soon.
And are they still playing in L.A.?
if you're cruising down the 15, you can see the stadium being built.
Oh, can you
over
really?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. What's it look like? A big
Looks like
a big slot machine?
Like a lot of scaffolding right now.
Yeah.
I think they're going to remove the scaffolding when they move in.
Is that right? No, just keep
the
it.
Vegas
No,
Raiders.
they leave the scaffolding up, then it'll look like Oakland. It'll feel like
Yeah,
home.
they're gonna have fountains in front like everything else in Vegas, or is
Wow.
it gonna be
I don't think so.
no dancing fountains? It's gonna be dancing blood.
I'm sure there'll be showgirls for cheerleaders, but
Oh yeah.
Shot one out there. That was horrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or on one side they'll have the showgirls, the other side they'll have the Thunder from Down Under boys.
Thunder from Down Under
Oh
boys.
man, yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a thing on Zeppelin a couple days ago.
I'm sorry, who? Fred Zeppelin?
Fred Zeppelin. And it's amazing how much music those guys actually wrote at one time. And it was weird.
Don't get me started.
No, I know. And that's why I'm saying that. But
Topic.
as much as I'm not a big fan of the Zepp, how much music they had, like how much blues, and they had
Body of work.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then all of a sudden you hear like Black Dog, and you're like, okay, what the? And then Stairway to Heaven, and they've got all this range of music, and you just never realized it until I saw that special. I was like, wow. Not that I'm a big fan, right? So what's your gripe about that?
Oh, my gripe is they're sitting around. Let's do a new song for this album. Okay, who should we steal from this week? So they're going to take a blues tune and rewrite a couple words, and then later they're going to have to pay somebody some money. You know, like Brian Wilson with
Beach Boys?
yeah, there was a song of Chuck Berry's that he took.
From Pet
like
Sounds?
Maybelline, and it was like fun or something.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, it was just like the same kind of a tune or whatever.
Right.
It was close enough, and of course he
Yeah.
loved Chuck Berry stuff, so he wanted to do that.
Sure, no, I get that.
And it's like, well, how many rhythms can you get out of 3 chords? You know, so there's. Anyway, they had to share royalties, and rightly so.
Right.
But
Well, all those
Led
dudes were
Zeppelin-
borrowing against off each other.
And
back
Led
in that
Zeppelin
day.
they'll pay royalties to whoever it is after the court settlement,
yeah.
but they won't just go, yeah.
Now, Stairway to
you know.
Heaven was the one you're discussing, right? That was the one that was kind of the
that's
weird
the
deal.
big one. But there were so many blues guys they ripped off, and like the Lemon Song was somebody else's song,
Right.
And I don't know if they ever fessed up to that.
Right.
Yeah, but Elvis never wrote a tune.
Well, that's all right. He didn't. He didn't get paid
I
royalties.
like when he goes
on
up
it.
and he goes, I've got this guitar here, but I only know 3 chords.
I'm just using it because my pants ripped.
My pants are ripped. Yeah. Elvis.
300 bill.
Elvis didn't write a lot of originals. Am I correct about that? I mean, he had other people write for him.
He had Eddie Rabbitt and wrote for him, and Mac Davis wrote for him. And,
Right.
He had a few writers. I think Kentucky Rain, Eddie Rabbitt wrote.
They
for
were
him.
just using him as the pawn, the singer.
Somebody
you know.
else had done Hound Dog before he did it.
Oh, that was an old blues tune way
Yeah,
back.
I think a lot
yeah.
of that rockabilly stuff
Right.
he had tried to cover back in the
Speed it
day.
up.
I think in the
Sa-
I think
I think that the Colonel was kind of like the final say on stuff, but you got like Sam Phillips probably going, "Hey, I think this would be a good one for you," and all sorts of guys that are,
right.
in the business that brought him material and said this would be a good one to do, and he's got his own brain.
But you
too.
wonder if he, if Elvis was truly a songwriter, he would have been writing songs, enforcing them as big as he was. He would have said, "No, man, I got my own material."
Yeah, and he
Let's
might
just
have had
record it.
his own material, but they were using kind of like a circus act. You know, he had a lot of people behind him, the puppets. You know,
Right.
that were just like, hey, you don't need to do anything, just kind of be Elvis. You know, and just do your thing. Do you think that's what was going down with him at the time?
Well, I
ran out of breath.
He knew his own his taste and stuff, and what he liked to sing, and who's going to argue with the guy? You know,
True.
Yeah, the dude ruled the world.
He'd bust into some gospel right in the middle of his concerts. You know?
Right.
So he'd sing what he wanted.
And a connector story, you said Zeppelin first, and now we're talking about Elvis.
Yeah.
Robert Plant, Elvis was his hero. Plant loved, when he was a kid growing up, he just idolized Elvis. And Zeppelin came to see Elvis in Vegas, I think. It was
Right.
It was Robert Plant.
Here's
the Velvet Pig.
Velvet Elvis right here.
Velvet Elvis.
We've got a Velvet Elvis.
I think it was Plant, Peter Grant, the manager, and I think maybe I don't know, John Paul Jones or Bonzo.
We have a complete show here, ladies and gentlemen.
put it up to your neck because it'll look like Elvis looking to the side. Go for it, man. Let me see that. No, all the way up. Put it in front of your face. Yeah, look at that. Hey, man, I'm playing the.
Okay, you guys want me to finish the story or not?
Thank you very much.
How many more interruptions do I have to
Go ahead.
deal with?
Go ahead. Sorry, Monty.
Fried
Go.
bologna sandwich. So.
Go ahead. It's all good.
I'm just waiting until you guys are done.
Monty's so mad at us.
I won't be done
now.
till Friday about 4.
Try the veal.
Don't mess with the king. Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just they went to their concert and he idolized Elvis.
Yeah.
And Elvis actually referenced Zeppelin. He goes, "Hey guys," they started a tune, and he goes, "Hang on, let's stop." He goes, "Led Zeppelin's in the crowd." He goes, "We got to play good tonight."
Oh, is that right?
And so then he invited him back to the hotel room, and Plant said they went up and hung out, and they were waiting in a room for Elvis to come in. And there was a bunch of gals around in pencil skirts and high hair. He said, "My kind of women," type of deal. But I guess Elvis came in and talked to him about music and blues and what kind of blues do you guys like? Mississippi Delta blues. They were talking about American blues and how they got turned on to it. And he said, Plant said it was like the night of his life. And then so they were shaking hands. He goes, we gotta hang out again, guys. I want to see you again. And they walked out. And as they were walking in the hallway, Elvis peeked his head back out the door and said, "Hey, Robert." And Plant liked singing one of Elvis's tunes in Soundcheck when he was with Zeppelin.
Right.
Elvis started singing that song to him.
Oh, is that right?
So he sang with him in the hallway. They sang back and
That's
forth
great.
to each other. Said he started crying and like.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
it was like some kid meeting Mickey Mantle.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
New York kid living in New York in the 50s.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so I thought it was a cool story.
You know,
go ahead, Doug.
No. I just think that because if you see Plant now, I've got one of his songs on my playlist. It's very country rock style now. He's
He
kind
did
of
some
changed
stuff with
his whole
Alison
thing.
Krauss.
That's right, and that's what the song is. But it's got a rockabilly feel to it now, and I'm thinking how he got. He's just they have so much. Music.
He samples all kinds of stuff. He loves all kinds. I saw that we were talking about Brian Johnson's on the Road Show.
Yeah.
On Access.
Yeah. Great
He
show.
interviewed him, and Plant has been all over the world trying out different types of music, and
Right.
he tries to incorporate them into what he writes.
Right.
He's just interested in music from everywhere.
I mean, do you think the music's good enough to have 75,000 tribute bands to Led Zeppelin? Or what do you think's going on with that? Because it's like it's unbelievable how many tribute bands there is to one band, Doug, right, Barnes? He likes all those tribute bands.
Well, I think a lot of it is, hey, I know how to play that, and let's do a band. It's not
Right.
I don't know.
Which is how those bands got started in the first place back in the day.
But I mean, Zeppelin in particular is so saturated with the tribute deal. Every time you see a girls Zeppelin band, and then you see, there's 5 or 6 Zeppelin bands that are in Orange County here. Which one do you go? But why is it? I know Kiss is probably harder to do because you have to put the makeup on and you gotta look skinny
and
for
the
a minute.
wigs.
Well, Room Service does Kiss without the makeup.
They're great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played with them. Where was that at? Shamrocks.
Shamrocks in Chino Hills.
And we did the Led Zeppelin. What was that band? The Zeppelin.
That was the same night.
What band was
Zepp again.
Yeah.
Led Zepp again. That's right. Whatever happened to Dred Zeppelin, Howard? If you're on here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
Dred Zeppelin. Yeah, Howard
Love
Ollier.
that concept.
Yeah, he's used to play with them. I don't know if they're still a band or not, but
Was he the bass guy?
bass guy in the band. Yeah, real good. So Howard, if you're on here, let me know what's going on with Dred Zeppelin. We'll go watch if he's playing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
If he can get us on the guest list.
Exactly. What do we have coming up as far as music goes? Sound, or we've got a
nothing
busy
this weekend.
We got a busy month though, right?
Yeah, we got 4 or 5 sound gigs in December.
Now there's a new club opening up. Why don't you tell people about that? Where's that at? In Huntington Beach?
Yeah, it
Used to be.
It's called Dino's, and it's at the location of the former Center Field Sports Bar.
What streets is that off of again? It's Beach.
That's on Beach, just south of Warner.
Right. You go under the 405, right? It's
yeah.
Yeah.
Going south.
It's on the east side of the street.
Right.
If
it's on Beach.
If Beach runs north and south.
Beach and Pizza Hut is where it's on.
And have you gone in there yet to check out what's going down?
I've not been in recently. No.
Oh, okay. And we're doing sound there. And where else we got?
In Griffin's, I think.
Bobby V's.
There's I don't know if we've got any Bobby V slated.
Yeah. Now, people, I know you
like Griffin's.
coming or not, but
I'll look real quick.
we need to know how to get you people to these clubs, because, I mean, even though when we play the clubs and when we do sound, there's no one there. How are we getting people? How is anybody getting anybody in these clubs here? What do you think, Wani?
I think we gotta revive the live music scene and
Yeah, remember when
get people interested in coming out and watching live bands.
Yeah, early 80s when we used to go up to L.A. and we'd be here, Anaheim area, which was heavy. You had Oscars, you had Jezebels, you had the Marquee, you had the Red Onion, of all places, on a Sunday night. You had a KNAC night. It'd be packed. All these places would be packed. And then something happened to where people just stopped coming.
There was a scene back then. There was a scene. And then everybody that age grew up.
Right.
And then the new generation coming in, they weren't as interested in live acts.
Do you think that's what it is?
I'm sure there was garage bands still all through each decade, but for some reason there was no more scene.
Right.
And I mean, you said it yourself. New York still has a huge scene for live bands.
Right. Eric Cederroth, how you doing? Eric's
on. Yeah.
Eric, Monty thought you were a musician, and I just said you love music, which is great, right? Yeah, Luke, Casey's was a big deal here in Orange.
Oh, yeah. Tustin.
It's now a McGill's Jr. I go in there and I get drunk just thinking about it.
Even though you didn't get drunk back in the day.
Is that right?
So the 13th and 14th were at Dino's and then Bobby V's. It's like I wish this was announcing the gigs that we were playing.
Exactly.
I just
we're working on that.
I just
gonna get
got
one.
really sad about that.
We're gonna get one.
So the 13th,
we're
and
gonna
the 14th,
get one, a good one. We need a good
Dino's, Bobby V's, and then the 20th Bobby V's, and then the 27th and 28th Dino's and Dino's.
All right, so you guys, Dino's in Huntington Beach is going to be the new place, and we just need to know how to get you guys in there. What do you guys want? You want a special? Do you want? What do you need so we can tell the owners? Because we need to get more people in these places,
And Dino's and Griffin's both have food, and
oh, that's right. Did Centerfield have
they had a kitchen? Yeah,
they did. What were they serving out of there? Like
it was pretty good stuff,
pizzas?
Actually. No, it was good stuff.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you eat?
I would have the pizza there before. I'm not sure how it's going to be now with the
before.
Yeah. I was talking to some of you backstage before.
Oh, you're talking, old Centerfield. They actually have pretty decent food.
Yeah, was it all just like bar
wings,
food?
Yeah, it was
wing
wings
stuff?
and burgers.
Yeah, just appetizer stuff.
And chicken sandwiches.
But we need to figure out a way to get more people in there, just to satisfy these places, because they keep opening and then closing, and nobody's going to see these bands, and the same bands are just doing the same circle over and over again. It's
maybe
just not working.
if we destroyed the internet, maybe people would come back to live music.
Yeah, I kind of feel.
There's another factor.
Yeah, I feel bad. Well, should we do more live stuff?
I don't know. There's more people online here than come see us when we play.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, how many people we have?
But these people could be all over the county or all over the country.
Look at this guy
checking in.
Eric Cederroth. I love to rock. Just saw King Diamond at the Grove. King Diamond. You remember King Diamond? Didn't he dress up like Kiss too? He had the makeup on. King Diamond. I think back in the day. Let me know. How's it going, Richard? Good to see you. Where are you playing? Let everybody know where you're playing. Eric, you're not playing anywhere because you're not a musician, but you're a lover. So let us know who's coming to Orange County to play, and we'll go see him or something. So what do you think? What do we need to do to get people in here? And is this something we need to start here, like we were talking about, where we started here? Because there's these new ale clubs opening up, or because I drive for Lyft, I take people to these new pubs. There's one right on La Palma, I think, or Orange Thorpe here. huge, across from Camelot. What's that? Is that La Palma?
Is that old Mexican restaurant?
Runs right along the Palm.
No, it's like, you know where the aerospace places used to be. They just built this huge.
Oh, there's something in there.
Yeah, that's La Palma.
Yeah, La Palma. Right before you get to the Arco, there's a huge ale place there, and I go, hey, is there any music in there? The guy's all, no, we just pump stereo through there. And I'm thinking,
wow,
man, back in the day they would have bands. Everything's kind of going away.
Let me do a quick poll with everybody that's paying attention there.
Thank you, Eric.
Comment when the last time you saw live music. Just put the date of the last time you went out and saw
Eric
live
sees
music.
live music, I think, every week, and I appreciate that with him, and I love that guy because he does that.
My point is the bands aren't going to be bringing people,
right?
You're not going to. We might get 4 or 5 people that want to go see us live someplace, but if we're playing in Beverly Hills or Redondo Beach, nobody's going to go see us from here.
Right.
None of our friends, unless they live down the street from the club. So you have to go see live bands wherever you are, and that was my point. Is when's the last time anybody was excited enough to just go out and see live music?
I love it. Last night I went to Gallagher's, or a couple nights ago. Just stopped by. I had to go to the restroom, but I just went in just to check it out. And then a few weeks back, same thing. I had to use the restroom, so I stopped at the Doll Hut and went in there and saw a great band. I mean, a 3-piece band. Me, the bartender, and a couple cockroaches having a party. It was like, what? I'm going. I felt so bad for the guys because they had things. They had good equipment, and they had a couple guys folding their arms over in the corner that were probably the money guys, and there's nobody. No one's getting anybody to go to these clubs to watch them, and I just feel so bad for them. I mean, us too.
The Doll Hut's known.
It's a known place.
It's a known place, so I'm sure there's people that will go to maybe it was during the week though, right?
But still, I mean, during the week it takes an hour to go see a band, 45 minutes, and pick a band, pay for it, go see them, and then go home. It's 45 minutes. What are you going to do for 45? Watch Netflix, whatever. Richard Manning, sitting in for John again, this time with White Lightning, the 21st at the Post. Rockwell's. Rockwell's, which is the Post.
And what's the date on that?
That is going to be the 21st of this month. Okay.
I think Matt Kerner's in town also. Look up Matt Kerner Music.
Yeah, Matt Kerner Music. And then last time I saw live music was when I played. There you go, Richard.
Well,
that's, I try to do my part, and I'll even go as far as when I'm going to film bands, which is going to start again here soon, is to, I'll pay. They're always like, no, just go ahead and come in for free. And I'll just go, no, I'm going to pay, just to support. I want to be able to support.
Sure.
So I just wish more people would. I just wish there was a way to do it. I don't know how to do it anymore. There's no, I was talking about New York and how it was.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's just not here anymore.
Well, it's not just a scene sometimes. It's the culture, the local culture of what people are doing. And now look at movie theaters and how much stuff is going direct on the cable, not cable internet, but
cable TV.
But I meant like you used to go out to the movies and see it there first, and then it would be on cable.
Correct.
But now you've got Netflix producing stuff. You've got
you got the Disney thing,
straight to internet. So
Disney's doing the same thing now, right? With all their movies, or are they playing other movies as well?
You can see anything they've ever done.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They got their catalog on there, but that's a kind of the way the music thing is you just why go see a band, pay to go see a band when you can see that a couple of weeks later the concert that everybody went to on YouTube.
That's true. And Eric Cederoth said the Motley Crue movie is bringing rock back, kind of. He says my kids are totally getting into it, which is
right
great.
On. Really?
Yeah.
Right on.
The new generation needs a Motorhead movie. Absolutely. Well put. Hey, Eric, I saw Motorhead at
House of Blues.
House of Blues at the downtown Disney.
Oh,
man, it was
People's
so
ears
great.
are bleeding.
And I still listen to him now because it was a friend that got the ticket for me, and I just went, and it did something in my system. Now I need to have Motorhead every once in a while. Right on. You are right, Eric. There needs to be more of that rock and roll, and I was talking to some young kids that were with their parents in the car, picked them up at Disneyland, and one of them is a musician. And I was mentioning bands to him, and he didn't really know who they were. And I'm like, when you get a chance, go home and listen to these bands, because this is what we need those younger folks to be doing right now.
Yeah.
Listening to that harder rock, because we're losing that. Yeah. I feel that we're losing that hard rock you listen to the radio now and it just boggles your mind. I mean, there is just no guitar in anything anymore, or if there is,
everything's formulated.
Yeah.
And that's the excitement of new music coming out, going and buying a record.
Yeah.
That's long gone.
Because
everything
the smell
is just
of it. Yeah.
at a tap on your phone, you can get anything you want.
How much was the everybody's love for music tied into learning stuff in school? And how much music is there in school anymore?
Zero.
I don't know. They take those programs away.
Somebody playing a stand-up bass, or somebody playing a sax or a violin or whatever, and just getting interested in stuff. And then it's like, what other ways can I do music? And it's easy to get a drum set and guitars and that bass and just go at it.
How did we get excited? Because there wasn't any internet back then.
Well, we used to go to backyard parties, man, and watch bands, and that would fire us up, man. We would go to these backyard parties,
yes,
and see,
or documentaries on TV. You get a clip of Hendrix or Woodstock, or
Don Kirshner's rock concert.
Don Kirshner's a midnight special. Yeah,
that kind of concert and midnight special. Those three things.
Richard said girls run out of a club with hard rock. He says, I know from experience, and he's correct.
You just got to lock the doors, Richard.
A lot of them
lock
do.
the door and play.
What
is that? Margaritaville. What is that song?
Oh dear. I believe
Yeah.
that's on every one of his albums.
Yeah, that or the Hamburger song. I think he only has 2 songs. Live, he just does different versions of those. Cheeseburger and Paradise.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's rock and roll our way out of here. It's 7:56.
Oh, let's try Cheeseburger.
Let's try Cheeseburger in Paradise.
Do a metal version of Cheeseburger Margarita.
You want to rock and roll? What do you want to do?
I want a little less reverb.
Well, I know. It cuts away when we start playing. We want a little more talent than the monitors. Hey, speaking of which, the toy run's coming up, so let people know that the toy run for, all our friends over there.
Oh, we need Terry Henry,
yeah.
She's on, to tell us about the toy run.
The toy run's coming up. Eric Cederoth, I took my 20-year-old daughter to see Van Halen at the House of Blues with a bunch of her friends, and they were sold on it, so that was great.
Well...
Yeah, I know.
We need to capture the young generation.
Eric, absolutely, but take them to Van Halen
awesome.
if we ever get a chance.
Yeah.
No,
that's the
deal.
deal.
I get it.
They can't do Van Halen
No,
anymore.
they can't. Take them to a show. This is what Monty and I used to do back in the day. Take them to a show and take them to the front of the stage. That's when you know they're going to like it or not. Because I've gotten sick before right in the front of the stage from
my son,
the bass rumble.
My son went almost on stage to Michael Schenker.
That was a great story. Hey, what are we playing? Van Halen kicks through. Joanne Comstock, how you doing? What are we playing? We got him, we got you. Let's do Scorpions. Bump dun da bump dun da bump.
Okay.
You don't want to do it?
No, that's fine. We'll do it.
Let's do the Scorpions. Come
I don't know.
on.
I had my guitar tuned to good rock.
Oh, hey, are you in tune? Are you in tune? Oh wow, that thing is. Where are you on that? Let me tune. Yeah, you're out. Sorry, guys. Tuning with no tune. Let's try that little Scorpion. pretend like you had a voice thing going? That's what it looked like.
I'll bring that next week.
Yeah, are you going to bring that thing in?
I'll bring it in.
I thought you was Matthias Jabs, man.
Could we
Jab,
do
jab.
Peter Frampton?
That was a bad jab,
It
man.
was a bad jab, Matthias Jabs. Did you guys ever see the Scorpions just in that little garage, just jamming away? Not the Scorpions, but they had Matthias and Herman Raybell and Shanker just sitting there. Then the singer walks in. It's all raining outside. He's got his
Yeah,
mic.
it's their
He's
little
wiping
jam
the-
studio. Yeah.
That wasn't jabs, though, was it?
No, I don't think Jabs. I think it was
Not Jabs.
Bullholtz.
Buttholtz and drummer Raybell, right?
Buttholtz spelled B-U-C-H.
Sorry, did I say it wrong?
I believe it is
If
Buchholz.
you guys ever get a chance, watch it. It's
The
online.
Germans.
Just do Michael Shanker. It's great,
It
though,
is a
man.
good one, yeah.
Yeah, it's just everything's raw, how we like it. It's
Yeah.
rock and roll. Okay, guys, so let's say bye to everybody. And, hey, we're back, I think, right?
Yeah, just don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch anything. Hopefully it sounds good. We'll have to listen back. Eric, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it for everybody chiming in tonight. I love you guys to death. And Richard, you're great. To Stephen Shears, you're great. Saw your kids the other day. I don't know where, but I saw them somewhere. Sharon White, how you doing? Def Leppard was amazing. So she saw Def Leppard live.
Yeah.
Must have been in Vegas,
We're
right?
still jamming.
Joanne Comstock, thank you. We love you. Richard Manning, always we love you. Eric Cederroth, we do love you. We mean that. You're an Orange native and an Orange guy. Still lives in Orange. Appreciate that. Mr. Luke, we love you too. I know you're gone, but we love you.
As a brother.
And we love all you guys. Appreciate it very much. Cheryl, your wife didn't show up, so I'm not saying anything.
Well,
Right, 'cause I get
Ryan
in
and Lydia
trouble.
are in town, so
Okay,
she's
Nate,
probably visiting with them.
thank you very much for showing up. All you guys. Todd Fitchin, great to see you. Michelle, thank you very much. Doug Jazowski.
Yes, there's too much emphasis on the ow and not so much on the ski.
More on the ski, please.
Okay, we love you guys very much. We're Soul Shaker. That's number 36. We'll be back next week. If you guys remember, if you need rehearsal space, we have it. If you need sound, we have it. If you need to record, we have it. So we've got it all here. Just you got to let us know. So private message us or get us at soulshakergarage@gmail.com or go on our YouTube page and subscribe.
Sure.
Why don't you do it now? Hold on, I'll wait. Thank you very much.
Thanks
that
for
was
coming
very
back.
Is that how long it
Yeah,
takes?
that's about how long it takes.
So this is number 36, and that
number
would be
36.
Jerome Bettis, the bus.
Oh,
But we're not going to say that because we might get struck.
We'll get struck.
yeah. Well, we're gonna
Yogi Bear.
probably
They'll
get struck.
put us right off.
Hey,
man.
Yogi Bear and Boo Boo.
Next week, same time, same bat channel, and I think we got 51 subscribers on YouTube now.
Oh, very cool.
That's pretty amazing,
Yeah.
right? And we have almost 70 on Periscope. Isn't
Dang,
that great?
That's
And-
not buying them either,
and
huh?
we don't know anybody. Yeah,
We
we
don't
don't
buy-
know anybody.
It'll also help once you've watched this live with us. If you go and at least view it on YouTube
Yeah.
and subscribe there would be huge.
So I'm going to tell you right now, thank you, Periscope, and all the people on there. We're coming to you later tonight in Japan, Australia, Germany.
from the
We're going all
submarine.
over the world again tonight.
I'd,
so
I'd like to.
Glad to see you.
I'd like to be in Freiburg, please.
you got it. I'll fly you over there.
We're
okay,
going to be
guys.
in the galley of a submarine.
Thank you very
and if we
much.
play live, you guys better come and see us.
Yeah, why don't you play us out on some guitar
Everybody
stuff.
that checks us out on this, you're going to come and see us live.
And we love you guys. You know who we are. We are Soul Shaker, and we are going to close out with Doug and a little Gene Dancing Machine, right? Yeah, look at that. We forgot about that. You guys enjoy your night.
Thanks for tuning in and letting us share the gift that God gave us. Thank you.
Absolutely. Love you.
Choo-choo mama, won't you ride the track? I need your love, won't you please come back to me? I need your love, baby. Choo-choo mama, won't you ride a choo-choo track? Choo-choo mama, won't you ride the rail? I need your love, won't you hear me well? Come back to me. I need your love, baby. Choo-choo mama, won't you ride a choo-choo?